Here are the key psychological traits commonly found in people who hate small talk. 1. They process information at a deeper level. People who hate small talk aren't uninterested in conversation. They're uninterested in shallow information exchange. Their brain naturally looks for meaning, patterns, and insight. Surface-level dialogue doesn't stimulate that process. When someone talks about the weather, their commute, or a routine update, their brain doesn't engage. There's nothing to analyze, nothing to understand, nothing to learn. It's information without depth, words without substance. And here's the mismatch. Their brain is built to go deep, to connect ideas, to synthesize meaning, to understand why, not just what. When a conversation stays on the surface, their cognitive engine has nothing to work with. It's like asking a race car to idle in traffic. The capacity is there, but it's being underused. So their attention disengages, not out of rudeness, but out of cognitive boredom. They may give short responses. They may seem distracted. They may try to redirect the conversation to something more meaningful, or they may stay polite while mentally checking out. Psychology links this to depth-oriented cognitive processing. Some minds are satisfied with surface information. Others require depth to stay engaged. Neither is better or worse. They're just different. But for deep processors, small talk feels frustrating because their mind is hungry for substance, and small talk feeds it empty calories. Research on need for cognition shows that people who enjoy complex thinking find repetitive, simple exchanges genuinely unpleasant, not because they're snobs, but because their brain craves challenge. They don't hate conversation. They hate conversations that don't go anywhere. 2. They value authenticity over performance. Small talk requires performance, polite reactions, scripted responses, enthusiasm that isn't always genuine. Think about what small talk actually asks of you. Pretend you care, perform interest, follow social scripts, mask your real thoughts. People who hate small talk resist that. They'd rather say nothing than say something they don't mean. This reflects a strong alignment between their inner state and outer behavior. When they're interested, it shows. When they're not, they struggle to fake it. And that's the key. They experience discomfort with inauthenticity. Every small talk exchange requires them to act in a way that doesn't match how they actually feel. That internal mismatch creates psychological strain. Some people can compartmentalize easily. They can perform socially without it affecting their sense of self. Others can't, at least not without a cost. People who hate small talk often feel that cost immediately. Tension, fatigue, a desire to escape, so they go quiet. They avoid certain situations. They're labeled rude or awkward. But what's actually happening is simple. They're choosing internal integrity over social performance. And that choice takes courage, because authenticity often comes with social friction. 3. They conserve social energy intentionally. For people who hate small talk, social energy is limited and valuable. Every interaction has a cost. Small talk has a high cost and a low return. It requires attention management, impression management, emotional regulation, constant response generation. And when it's over, there's no reward, no connection, no insight, just depletion. So they protect their energy. They leave conversations early. They avoid environments built around chit-chat. They choose where and with whom they engage. This isn't antisocial behavior. It's self-regulation. Psychology links this to strong emotional awareness. They notice when stimulation becomes draining, and they respond before burnout sets in. They're not avoiding people. They're avoiding unnecessary drain. They save their energy for conversations that matter, for depth, for meaning, for real exchange. That's not weakness, that's efficiency. 4. They seek connection, not interaction. There's a difference between talking and connecting. Interaction is surface level, words exchanged, time passed, boxes checked. Connection is deeper, understanding shared, vulnerability exchanged, authenticity present. People who hate small talk want conversations that reveal something real, ideas, values, emotions, perspective. They want to know who you are, not just what you did last weekend. Without that depth, conversation feels hollow. You can talk for an hour and walk away knowing nothing. So they're selective. One meaningful exchange matters more than 10 casual ones. They may skip parties but show up for one-on-one conversations. Ignore group chats but respond thoughtfully to personal messages. Have few friendships but very deep ones. They're often willing to be vulnerable quickly Because vulnerability is the fastest path past small talk. That can make others uncomfortable, because most people rely on small talk as a warm-up. So people who hate small talk feel stuck, either endure conversations that feel meaningless or be perceived as intense. But what they're really asking is simple. Can we talk about something that actually matters? 5. They are comfortable with silence. Silence doesn't threaten them. They don't rush to fill gaps with noise. They don't panic when conversation pauses. For many people, silence feels awkward, like something has gone wrong. For people who hate small talk, silence feels neutral or even calming. Psychology links comfort with silence to strong self-awareness and emotional stability. If you're comfortable with your internal world, silence isn't scary. This is why forced conversation feels unnecessary to them. They don't need noise to feel okay. They'd rather sit in quiet presence than fill space with meaningless words. And that violates social expectations, which is why they're often misunderstood. But silence to them is honest. It doesn't perform, it doesn't pretend, it simply exists.